This episode is powered by Shocks, the world-leading pioneer in open-ear headphones. Big news, the Shocks Christmas sale is here with up to 32% off site-wide. Go check it out via the link in our show notes and use the code IRP15 for your exclusive listener discount.
Your skin can bring you so much pain. Now I hear you say you got the best of both ways. Won't you come and take a walk in my shoes and tell me if you take my place?
Welcome to episode number 425 of the Inside Running Podcast. Thank you for being with us for another week. It's good to be here. It's good to be back surviving another year at Christmas time. And I'm joined by one of my regular co-hosts. He's down in Anglesea as a father of three and also the only male that we sent to the 2019 World Championships Marathon when he represented Australia. Julian Spence, how are you going this week?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm getting used to life without sleep. And just on that Doha, we're actually joined tonight by someone who I think it was a pizza with afterwards, sitting there at about 5 a.m. in the morning as the sun come up in Doha, sitting there with this other bloke post-race. So that was pretty cool.
We went back and forth a bit, didn't we? And it's obviously it's hard to replace Croaks, like one of the smoothest men, best looking men on the microphone you'll find out there. And it's also the 22nd of December, Moose. So you don't want to be hitting up, too many people. You don't want to make it a difficult show where you've got to work hard as the co-host. You want someone that you can just slot in, knows how to do it, and just absolutely can have some fun with us tonight. So joining us this week as our filling co-host is a man who has probably done more for the European lactate meter industry than the manufacturers themselves. He's the engine behind the Breaking Marathon Limits podcast, a 2:21 marathoner, 2019 Moose though. That's a while ago, this PB for the marathon. Okay. And the man who effectively brought the Norwegian method to the masses, whether he's grinding out double threshold sessions in the Norwegian winter under Bislett Stadium or trying to survive the training of the legendary coach Renata Canova, he's never afraid to share his data or his opinions. He's a staple of the global running scene and a longtime friend of this podcast. He's the star of our OG monthly Patreon show, the most famous man in Tromsø, and arguably the hardest working podcaster in the running game. Since we're only a few days out from Christmas, Moose, I wanted to get us as close to the North Pole as we possibly could. Welcome back to the show, the man, the myth, the lactate king himself, Kristian Ulriksen. How are you, Chriso?
Thanks, Brady. It was one hell of an intro. Yeah, 2019. I was down there in Doha, arriving there, running 2:21, watching Moose run, thinking about the next race, running 2:19. And here we are sitting 6 years later. No 2:19.
Yeah, you've been to a few places though, Chris. So you've run some big marathons over the world. You've tried a few different training philosophies, and you're still a friend of the show though. So it's good to have you helping us out tonight.
Oh, thanks. No worries. I can tell you this climate debate, and you were talking about the North Pole. I'm not sure anymore about this snow and winter. Maybe 10, 15 years from now, we will have similar temperature here as you have, because I'm up in the north and it's like 6 degrees. It's actually no snow at all. It's some icy roads. It's pitch black. It's raining. I don't know what's happening. We need snow.
Yeah, well, down here, Chris, so it's normally 40 degrees. And today it was about 17. And it's been raining. The world's upside down.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure about this anymore. Well, we need to find a place where we can go for the perfect race for the marathon. Need to be like 5-6 degrees. So maybe we can do this. I saw yesterday they had this marathon project in US. Was not a deep field, but I liked the idea. They had a 2 day race, 1 day for amateurs, 1 day for pros. all stuff around was like maximum temperature, course, everything. But maybe in the future, like a sub-2 attempt can be in Norway in October. Then you are pretty sure about your 3-4 degrees and perfect conditions.
You know, he had perfect conditions for the Oslo Marathon, Moose, but he decided to go to the Berlin Marathon where it was like the hottest weather on their history for that race.
Do you know why though? More content at Berlin.
Oh, yeah.
He can produce more content. Yes.
No, Oslo was national championship, and it was also on national TV. Could have been the biggest day of my life.
Oh, God. Well, yeah. What were you thinking? Good for the brand.
Nah, it was unreal. But I'm not sure, you know, back in the days when you ran there, or both of you ran fast in 2018, I saw this, Matthew Pace had this history list as well. And the weather in 2018 was the hottest one before this year. So, yeah, your run was better than you thought, Julian.
What did it give me? How much times per, how many seconds per K?
2-3 seconds was tough.
Per K, 2-3 seconds.
Let me see. I have the screenshot. I'm talking quite often with this Matthew Pace guys. He's one of my best friends, and I have never seen him.
I didn't feel it was warm.
It wasn't that hot 2018.
Yeah, it was. I tell you, it was the hottest one ever before this year.
Was 2018 Moose the year it was me, you, and Dane Verway?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in a beer garden after that with you and Dane and Bree, and we were in shorts and t-shirt. It was warm in that afternoon. Was warm.
I remember, Julian, because you were coaching me as well. You gave me a hug. I ran 2:24, and you said it was a rough day out there or something, but good job. But from now on, you are on your own.
That would have been to make you feel better.
Yeah, but you quitted the coaching job at the finish line as well. So I had this double fist to my head.
Well, it doesn't sound like I'm not the first person that's given you the ass. Or the last.
No.
Now, I do remember it got hot later in the race because I crossed the line and you were there to embrace me, Moose. You'd been finished for a few minutes, and I vomited in a bin straight away. I had the old, those Steigen singlets that had the real little dots on them? Had that one on.
But Elliot broke the world record, I think. He ran 2:01 something.
Couldn't have been that hot.
No, I walked into the women's tent because no women had finished yet. So I thought I would go in here and just sit down. It was the only seat I could find. And they had Elliot in there sitting on the bench. And I just went down and sat next to him after he'd broken the world record. And that was pretty cool, actually.
How's that
for one of the greatest runs ever. He ran 2:01.
Didn't he wear the arm warmers as well? He had arm warmers on in hot conditions. That tape, he used to have that tape on his legs.
Oh, yeah, the tape. Jeez, he sold a bit of that tape.
But you see all this sponsorship with this Team NN, they are gone now. Elliot is gone. He's a hobby runner now, and all big brands are quitting.
Yeah, so Coros have finished their partnership. NN, and they just dropped down to a different level. They're not going to be like naming partners now of that group. Somebody else had also, Ineos.
Yeah. And Ineos is unlimited with money. Ineos is the machine behind London Marathon as well. So that won't have to hurt a lot. But I think we will see a huge Chinese brand coming in now.
For Elliot?
No, for the old Team NN. Will be some China team from now on.
So Team NN is just like a management group, right?
No, I think it's one of the biggest insurance company in the world, but they are doing other financial stuff as well. But the head office is in Amsterdam, so it's a Netherlands company.
So they're just sponsoring a group that's under the same management. Is that correct?
Yeah, and also a lot of races. Jos Hermans and those guys that are owning Team NN, they are also have this Rotterdam Marathon, Amsterdam Marathon, and a lot of races around. So NN probably have a huge package, like sponsor deal. Instead of buying TV advertising, they are using the money on the running brand.
Yeah.
Is it a worry, Chriso, that they're withdrawing some of their money, same as Ineos? Like, do you think it's because Kipchoge is going to be less competitive? They don't see the value there anymore.
Yeah, and I also think they have a hard time of finding European people that are able to step up and to build a star around. I mean, this running game is crazy. You see the numbers even from Valencia. You travel to one of the most competitive races in the world. Pretty much all running nerds are following the sport, and you watch this app of who people follow. And of course, Alex Yees is an Olympic champion and a triathlon guy, but pretty much 5 of top 10 following people were Nick Bester and big influencer. Was no running people there. So
Didn't take him long, Brady, to
He
bring that
did
one up.
well to get this in.
What
9
are we
minutes
in?
in.
9 minutes, and he's brought that up.
Yeah, because he was also the 8th most followed person
I
at
wa-
Valencia
I was
Marathon.
number
Sorry,
10.
I should have got that in the introduction, Chris. So, what
I
number were
was
you?
number
10.
10. It was good.
So, how many people were following you on the tracker?
I don't know. I don't remember now, but it was not crazy many. Let's say 10,000.
Yeah, okay.
10,000. And
For a training run, I didn't even follow you because I thought you were just doing a progression run.
Yeah. Nah, people
the sign
they
of the
love to
sport,
see
though.
who people that fails. That's the most. You have a good feeling when people fail. You go out for your own run. You feel good. You're talking shit about the failure again.
we love it when the marathon wins. We love it when the people buckle and the
Yeah,
marathon
yeah.
just digs them a grave. Nothing
Yeah.
makes me feel better than that, actually. I just get this smile on my face when I see someone fail at the marathon. And I just
Yeah.
it's not much joy in my life anymore, but that brings joy.
Yeah.
Did it bring you joy when it happened to you, though? Like when you were 28K into Melbourne Marathon last year?
Oh, of course it doesn't bring me joy.
Yeah,
I just want others to experience it.
yeah.
How was the history list of Australia? I mean, in Norway, this 2025 was the best marathon year ever. Both, I mean, of course, we had this African guy that have been in Norway for many years breaking the record, but we had 11 people under 220 and 3 people under 210. How many you have under 220?
What, all time?
No, in 2025.
Just this year.
Oh, there's a list for that.
I'll look it up while we're talking.
Yeah, it hasn't been well. I mean, we had an Australian record go down, which was a big one. So at the very top end, it's record time.
How long have a guy like Haftu stayed in Australia? Been there for 10 years?
Oh, longer than 10, I reckon.
Okay, and he's not going to Kenya or to Ethiopia for training camps. He's just staying in Australia.
No, he went to like secondary school here. He might have even went to primary school here as well. Not 100% sure, but he went to the same school that Mottram was working at. And then he went over to Villanova, NCAAs, and then come home.
Yeah. We had for the first time since like 2008, we had a girl under 230. Was one girl under, so getting a little bit better on the women's side as well. But on the women's side, I mean, Australia is crazy. But 2, 3, 4 girls from now on, maybe in 2 years we can have 2, 3 girls under 230.
You say that, but I've got the women's open here. So we had 5 under 230. So Lisa,
but competitive.
229.34. Jen, 228.51. Leanne, 224.47. Izzy, 223.29. And then Jess, 221.24, the Australian record. For the men,
it's a good year.
Yeah, missing like Eloise, who you'd expect to do it.
Mate, Eloise.
Wellings, yeah.
The sport's moved on. Like, unfortunately, like, when was the last time we saw Eloise?
Didn't she have a kid? Didn't she have a baby? Pretty sure she had another baby. She's on maternity leave, Moose.
You can't just keep bringing up the same names from
Elly
4 years ago.
You just got to give these people time to come back from giving birth, Moose.
No, we got to look at the new wave.
Eloise, she was like Olympic Games in 2012 in London.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Brady's still bringing her name up like she's had a bad year.
Are you saying she's done, Moose? Eloise Wellings?
Oh, it's not. It wouldn't be a big call.
Oh, no. Really?
Well, how old is she, Julian? Like me and you? 86?
I think she's older than me.
I'm just looking at last year as well. Let me see, 2000.
Yeah, give us the last 2 years, Brady.
Did she run a marathon last year? Oh, we got Vanessa Wilson as well, went under 230 last year. Sarah
But
Klein.
like Diver, she's coming back as well. You see
Yeah.
Diver running sub 230 in 2026?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinead's not standing on the start line to just run under 230.
Yeah, she can do it. I don't think you're not gonna get 221 Sinead, but you can get 224, 225 Sinead.
Wow. Good.
Yeah.
I'm only
Caldwell's
talking with her about skateboarding.
Yeah. She ran
It's
225 in
no
2003
running.
Moose.
Yeah, so
Valencia,
that's three and a half years ago now.
2 years ago, pretty much 2 years ago, 2 weeks.
2 years, yeah.
How many men you had under 220?
Just this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just up a lot
Like
now.
15?
No. Yeah, let me check. 18. Oh, got Tim Vinton here, 220.12. Did he not run a quicker one?
Was that
That's a world champs. Did he run his qualifier last year though?
Yeah, so you had 18 and we had 11. So we are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to finish the year ranked 16th, Moose.
I was 19.
Ballarat. You were 19th.
Really?
Yeah.
You had a shocking year.
I ran 223 in London, mate. It was good.
Chriso, that's not good for you.
Have you been in London? The course is like 3 minutes slower than Valencia.
No, that's where the world records were set.
Yeah, I know. All the time when we talk about London and it's hilly and blah, 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 and people are like, oh, Paula ran 215 there.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay.
London was the spot. Mo Farah ran 2.5 there.
Yeah.
Steve Monaghetti ran quick there too.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, so we only had 14 under last year, Moose. 220.
How many under 230?
This year?
There's not a number for that, surely.
We had 65.
There's a ranking. What do you want? 230.
Yeah,
this is
we had 65 men and one goal.
How many did you get under?
65.
Oh, we got like 104.
Oh, quality. Says a lot.
What's the population of Norway?
5.5 million. Oh, yeah. It's like Melbourne.
You're doing better than us then.
Nah, but they're richer. You can run faster if you're richer.
Yeah. Also, they're close to the good marathons.
Yeah, the last one there is, we can travel all over Europe, like 2 hours with airplane, and you are there.
Doing them in bloody Gold Coast and Sydney and Melbourne, it's just... You would go to Melbourne, Chriso, and you'd shit yourself with how hard it is.
I just remember all of your PBs from 2015, 16, and then you arrived in Berlin in 17, and it was a different game.
I was shocked. Midway through the race, I was looking around at other people going, this is easy. This place is like... I remember we went over a bridge and someone said, oh, that's the hill finished. You're like, what? This is an absolute dream over here.
Yeah, it's insane. If you took you and the crazy guy that ran 214 with you from Lake Biva that day and put you in Valencia, maybe you had run with this huge pack with Tom DeCano or those people, and you run 212.
I don't think so. I think Lake Biva...
How many seconds you give yourself for drafting? It's more than 1 second, okay, for staying in a group with 10 people in front of you.
I think it's person dependent. I don't.
Nah.
I'm not comfortable in the group.
That's science, Moose.
Yeah, I know. But it's not all science, mate. There's an art to it. And when you're not comfortable running in a group, and the psychology of running with people around you, and surges, and like trying to not be in the way, I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Makes me anxious. So I would say it's not beneficial to me at all.
Okay. Hey, I'm excited to tell you about our partner for this week. It is Saily. Saily is an app that's always on my phone, and it's a game changer for staying connected when you travel. It's an eSIM service app that lets you choose from a huge range of affordable data plans in over 190 countries and 8 regions. Think about it. You land in a new city and boom, you've got data. No more scrambling. If you're heading overseas for your next marathon or even a holiday, running is a fantastic way to experience the world. But here's a question for you. How often has travel planning been a hassle, especially staying connected once you land? I know I've been there desperately searching for a Wi-Fi connection, getting stung by crazy roaming charges, or wasting time hunting down a local SIM card. Enter the world of eSIM and Saily has you covered. You download the app once and then you're set. No more swapping SIMs for every country. Plus, the plans are super affordable, which is crucial when you're saving up for those race entry fees and flights. And for those of you planning a multi-country trip like a European marathon tour, Saily offers global and regional plans too. Imagine this, you're in a new city, using Saily to load your Strava heat maps, you need to find the best post-run coffee, and more importantly, stay connected to upload your latest run. Saily also helps you avoid scams and even has security features to protect your privacy while you're browsing. It's compatible with both iOS and Android phones, and their support team is there for you 24/7 if you need them. So here's the deal. We have teamed up with Saily at the Inside Running Podcast to offer you an exclusive 15% off discount on Saily data plans. I used this last week when I was in Singapore, and this discount definitely works. You use the code INSIDERUNNING at checkout. To get started, you download the Saily app or visit saily.com and check out the link in our social media bio. So when you're traveling next, ditch the roaming headaches and give Saily a try. You won't regret it. Let's get this show back on the rails, because it's very quickly turned into a monthly episode here, Chris, where we just talk shit for an hour. But let's bring it back, Moose, to your training week. We're going there first. This is week 1 of the Twins at home.
Yeah. So, yes. So as I sit here now, I'd be like every other parent, I think. First week at home. I don't think I've had longer than maybe 2.5 hours of sleep in a stretch in the last 8 days in a row. And then the gaps are broken up by an hour. It's two babies, hard work. I'm telling you, it's a lot harder than one baby. There's just so much more to it, and it's all hands on deck. Like, I cannot get away with asking Brady to just take this round. So I'm up for an hour multiple times each night. And I was pulling it off at the start, but I woke up today. I'm tired. Sort of whacked me a fair bit, but I had a decent week though. And I jogged on Monday. Wore the Coros Pace 4. Really like this watch. I remember Coros. The thing I like most about it, weird little thing, this little dial. Really like the dial. Also, there's a few things that I don't like about it as well, like the touch screen. So I had to turn that off because I kept like accidentally knocking it. And then the start-stop button has a little bit of a grab. So on a Garmin, you just hit it and it works. With this, you've got to hold it a little bit and you've got to press it in a bit further. So there's a few times where I've gone to stop it and it just never stopped. So that's kind of annoying. But I think it's made up for it in how light it is. So Monday I ended up jogging twice. Tuesday I did the Pia drop off to Kinder. She's got beach Kinder on a Tuesday. So we drop her at the beach and she goes and plays on the beach for Kinder all day. And then we pick her up from the beach. But then the night before, Reece Edwards sent me a message saying, I'm doing this run from Torquay to Fairhaven. And do you want to try to join up? So I got to we really didn't organise this well enough at all. He goes, I'm going to start about 8 o'clock and run back towards you. And that's about 20K away. And I said, okay, I'll meet you out there. And then that morning, as I start running towards Torquay, there's about 15 different ways you can get to Torquay. So I had no idea which path it was going to be on. And then I didn't know if he had started in time or not. And I also didn't know what part of Torquay he had started in, because that could be an extra half an hour if you started at one end to the other. So I just ran out along the coast to meet him and went to like the bottom of a hill. I would stop for about a minute and go, I hope he comes down this hill so I don't have to go up it. He wouldn't come, so I'd run up the hill, get to the next hill, stop at the bottom. He wouldn't come, so I ran up that. I ended up going like, I don't know, nearly 8.5K out. And I just stood there for a while and I sent a few messages off my phone. I'm like, I'm just going to run home. And all of a sudden I hear someone running up talking like towards me. And I thought, oh, there's a group of runners out here. And Reece Edwards pops up holding a GoPro camera, talking into the camera as he was running. So he's filming himself making content out there on this run. It's and I thought, oh, this is a stitch up, taking me on like an influencer run. He wasn't live streaming it. He was just filming a video that he's going to post in the future.
Where's he going to post it? Because he's cut like almost everything. Like, remember, like all his social media, I haven't seen anything from him for ages.
The Mango Boys stuff, you mean?
Yeah, but he was doing like a weekly recap every Sunday. Like, these are my workouts for the week. I actually don't think he likes doing social media. So this surprises me massively.
Yeah, it's with Fletch from North South. So we're running along and all of a sudden a drone starts buzzing over. So he's got a videographer out there with him on this run.
Fletch.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the best videographers getting around too.
Probably the best in running.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on, Reece? He goes, oh, I just wanted to come down and go for a run. And Fletch said, why don't you film it? And I'll come along with the drone. And then we're going to do this thing where you hitchhike back to Torquay because he's left his car there. So finishes the run, hitchhikes back to Torquay. And I was like, okay, a bit weird, whatever.
And they're making a short film out of it.
Yeah, I think so. Or like a YouTube video, maybe. I don't want to ruin it. Geez, I've probably given it away.
Yeah, we'll check in with him before we post this episode to see how much he can speak about it. But this excites me because he kind of disappeared a bit. And it's amazing how many messages we get, like people like, please get Reece Edwards on soon. Like, we've got a guest host. Who do you want it to be? People like Reece Edwards. Like, he's a lovely guy. I messaged him before I went to Singapore because he's done Singapore Marathon before. And yeah, he's great with his intel.
He had a baby 6 weeks ago. That explains a lot as to why he's not out there as often. So yeah, it was good to catch up with Reece, have a run with him. Made the second half of the run fly by, and I love he's not that fit. So I was running up a hill next to him, and I could hear him panting away, and I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. Like, not often you get to put the Melbourne Marathon winner in a bit of a hurt locker. Then next day I did a session. So I went down to the local river loop and just did 30 minutes of 15 on, 15 off. It was okay. It's nothing special. I think I ran it's a bit hilly. So down a hill, I ran a 252 rep, and then up a hill, I probably ran like a 310 rep, average 332s for half an hour. Then I just jogged a double the next day. Got a mate of mine that I used to play basketball against in Torquay. He used to play for the Janjuk Jaguars, and I played for the Anglesea Giants. And his name's Nick Cogger. And I've recently caught back up with him because he lives in Torquay, works in Torquay around the corner. He's the CEO of Better Beer, and he's been on this podcast here, Mark Burris's podcast. You know, the guy from, was it The Apprentice in Australia? And was it on Shark Tank as well?
Yeah, I've got a feeling. Yeah, he's big in the banking world.
Yeah, he's like a entrepreneurial guy. So that was a good listen there.
Recommend it for people that even don't know Nick?
It was, when I listened, I'm like, oh, geez, Nick knows a lot more about the drink industry than I thought he did. I don't know why I didn't think that he knew anything. He's fucking CEO of one of the biggest beer companies in the country. But it was good to hear the inside of that industry, which I never had. And also, he listens to this show as well. He's a bit of a nuffy when it comes to running triathlon, but he's taking punts on certain things throughout his career, and this one finally kind of sticking in a big way, like just having just not settling on one thing and sitting, like having a lot of different cracks, and finally getting one that works real well.
Is he a good runner?
No.
Okay. I do love that he's got on your comments and like is hammered. He's literally said, I've had 10
so
beers
drunk.
as I'm writing these comments. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
He probably forgot he wrote these, and he should go back and delete them if I was him.
Yeah, as the CEO of a big beer company, they might be gone before this episode comes out. But we can do something, Nick. If you want to sponsor a Road 2 series and get yourself on it, we can definitely chat.
Put himself on it.
That's what he said in the comments. He wants to sponsor a Road to the Roo run.
So on Friday, we went out to the Chanel estate, revisiting that, get some confidence up. Still beautiful little runway of asphalt out there. 1 mile loops. Elly did 6 by 5 minutes. I did 6 by 6 minutes. It was a kind of a muggy, gross morning. When we woke up, it was like 30 degrees when we got out of like the house, and then it just dropped. So it ended up being about 20 for the run. It's just gross, just super sweaty, and I felt pretty good. What I run 3:20, 18, 16, 18, 19, 23, 24. The last 2 reps I got hot, and I got I slowed down because of it. But I'm happy. 36 minutes of work at threshold. Good for me. Felt controlled. And no, I was running by myself. So just as soon as the heart rate got up, I just backed it off a bit. Can't say the same for Elly, who ran faster than her Zatopek time as threshold pace. And then spent half an hour trying to justify why it was actually her threshold and why it was fine in the cool down. So it's just a little bit of an ego trip there, getting back to the Chanel estate, I think.
Professional athlete like Elly, though, would have a heart rate and just working on his own?
Oh, the heart rate was up.
Okay.
Heart rate was over in the first minute of the rep, and didn't really want to see it come back down.
The Norwegians wouldn't approve of this, would they, Chriso? You stick with your heart rate over there.
But Julian, you think you're sub 70 for a half now? 69.30, 69 low?
I'd be 70-ish.
Yeah, so around half marathon race pace.
Yeah, I'd think so on good conditions. I would say, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you only have 16 seconds recovery as well here, and it's getting warmer and warmer, so you're going okay.
I took longer in the back couple of reps. I think I got it up to 80 seconds.
Okay.
Then the 10, I'm doing a 10K in 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks, the Surf Coast Track Classic, or the Surf Coast Classic, which is always 35 degrees, bloody hot as shit, and you run slow. But I still want to have a hit out there. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. I think 32 is a good marker for me there. I reckon.
How do you feel with comparing heart rate these days with less mileage and also a little bit of a different life than back in the day? So can you see the same number is 165? Is it the same as 5 years ago, or the heart rate have dropped?
The heart rate, I think, has dropped a little bit. My heart rate goes
older.
up. Yeah, getting older for sure. And I never actually took heart rate during a good marathon that I ran, but I had it on my watch. So take that for what you will. But I think I ran at Doha around 170 to 175 for the race, and that's actually around where I threshold at now.
Yeah.
So I do think that my heart rate's dropped a bit there.
Yeah, but when you are super fit and you are fresh and you're having a good marathon races, it seems like you can almost hit threshold in training can almost be marathon effort in a perfect race.
Yeah, definitely. I've felt like that a lot. Yeah. Saturday I jogged with Elly and Eliza down in Torquay. And then, down in Aries. And then on Sunday, we went out to Breakfast Creek Road, which is out in a place called Wensleydale. And this is a really hard place to run. So we ran 29K, 600 meters, average I think it's about 4:15 or so. But I did forget to stop my watch when I stopped and walked for a while. So I'm not sure if it's actually a bit faster than that. I felt really good on this run. So my heart rate overall was 141, and I didn't get anywhere near the threshold really. Like even on some of these big climbs, like there's one climb that goes for like 5 kilometers, and then there's another massive climb that goes for probably another 5 kilometers at a certain point. And the pace was on. You know, Ryan Kristian, we talked about, he was down.
Yeah. I'm
You see
looking at
that?
his Strava now, yeah. Have a look at his photo there, Chriso. Go to Brett Coleman. He's tagged in the
Yeah,
same run.
I have never seen such a good, run dirt road in Norway ever. Is this like this the whole trip, the whole long
Yeah.
run?
30K?
Yep, for sure.
Wow.
It's
Elly and
amazing.
Moose off the front. Ryan Kristian, is he
Moose and
permanently
Elly
back?
up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could be the rebuilding of Geelong, Chriso. The Geelong Cats, having this guy back in town, even if it's just for a week over Christmas, could totally change the direction of the culture down there.
Is Elly, she's done with kids now, or more kids coming?
I can't not answering that question for her.
Yeah, because we're watching this picture, I can see Elly come back. 2026, she run 225.
She's good at this stuff too. And this is the stuff that gets her fit. So a few of these Sundays in the bush, forget fucking Zatopek. That's not her. She's 40 something years old and she's like slow as. She needs to go to the marathon. This is all just like, this isn't for trying to perform well, doing Zatopek and running these fast workouts. This is just preparing her so she can be a better marathoner.
Yeah, the best work you have done ever as a coach is getting her to the 10,000 meter world championship. How did you do that?
Yeah. She did it all herself. She was a natural talent. If you go back, you can look at some results from very early Zatopek days, and she was running like 36 minutes at Zatopek at the back of the second group. And she was doing that off very little training whatsoever, like playing netball in the winter and maybe doing some running in the summer. So she, like Brady talks about talent, she actually has a lot of talent. Not like me and you, Chris. So we're the grinders. We're the ones that have to work for it. Brady, Ali, those types that are just they're born like runners. They're born like thin and light and poppy and little rabbits. Yeah.
Is her next marathon official? Like I was listening to that Patreon show she did with Nick Earl filling in for you, Nick and Leanne.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't picked a marathon yet.
Could be a good spot for her though. What they were suggesting.
Well, Nagoya or Ballarat.
I reckon Ballarat.
Ballarat is all people together. It's not a woman race.
Training partners around her. She's driving an hour and a half down the road. I'm speaking from experience here. She could easily run 225 there.
There's some cash. What's a win there?
Oh, is it $6,000? Something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, you're not going to make an Olympics running there, but it's pretty good place to get one back on the board.
I think with where she's at.
Yeah, exactly.
Like then you go to Valencia in December and make the next World Champs team or Olympics or whatever.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, Chriso, aren't you like some sort of assistant manager at MTC now? You do a bit of that?
That could have been the future job for me.
Do you take a cut of Ali's prize money? 6,000.
Me or Julian?
Not me. Him.
Nah, Chriso. Coaches don't get paid, mate.
Chriso's on the books. He's like the mouthpiece for MTC.
Imagine getting money from Elly and you have to send it back to Julian behind the wall.
Why would I get money?
The coach.
I get no money. No.
No, I have zero
here as
money.
Well. I'm sure there's a here we go. Women bonuses. She gets another $1,000 if she's another $3,000 if she's under 227.30.
Yeah, bring the same group for a long run on the Sunday. Yeah. Elly find the hate. She run 225 in Ballarat.
Yeah, you need to find the hate, but
I could bring some people.
You'll be doing
I could bring some people. She's with 8.
You'll be doing. You can take her through, mate. Moose.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun, actually. Like I always tell her that Gold Coast, she'd never run that fast if I wasn't there that day, and she gets very angry when I tell her that. Very angry. If there's a way to make
and
her,
Diver. She ran 225 with you and Diver.
Yeah.
It's a $9,000 day for Ballarat Marathon.
Well, you got to pull it all off.
I know, but I'm just saying, Ballarat Marathon wasn't even a race 3 years ago. To now think you can go to regional Victoria, run a marathon course with under 100 meters elevation on a loop when you got people around you.
You had this emotional game as well, Julian. Elly, she can have the kids, one kid at 35, one kid at 40. You can play all this game around the Ballarat course.
You could have them on a bike next to her the whole way. I'm not sure she would want that, but like a little 4-year-old.
I think it's enough with you and Diver. You don't need the kids.
No, that's a good shout, Ballarat. I don't know. Go do your work, Chriso. How much appearance fee you reckon you're going to get it?
Yeah, $9,000 prize money. Probably looking at another 3 to 5.
What do you mean? You
fee.
call Monageri after this show, and it's 5 minutes of chatting, and you have the contract. You don't need me down in Ballarat.
It should be a $15,000 day for her, I'd say. Bonus. Then what's the bonus in the contract, like the apparel or footwear contract to win a Ballarat?
That's Chriso's job as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, you sign up with some China brand. Elly and some China brand. Will be perfect match.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Leaning
or something.
Elly, good New Balance girl at the moment still. Good New Balance girl. Settle down, Chriso. He's got dollar signs in his eyes.
Chriso's shopping her around all of a sudden. Before we know it, she'll be at the Chanel loop trying different shoes.
All right. So that was Sunday, and I got a little niggle in my knee, but I've had it for a while, and it's different. It could be like a hamstring tendon. It's like back of the knee. Carrying these fucking babies around, and then I'm sitting a lot feeding them. There's just a few different sort of postural things that I've got to change, I reckon. But yeah, I'm all good.
Look after that. Survive this week, Christmas.
What do you think at Roo Run?
Are you still organising it? You don't need that stress.
No, I'm not. No.
Good.
No.
Good. When's that? December 27th or something, though?
Yeah.
Are you going to race it?
It's on Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to go down and do it.
Who else is doing it? It was real competitive last year, remember?
Yeah, it was. I don't think it'll be that competitive this year. I know Will's doing it, Will Newton. We had a good little battle at the 5K a few weeks ago. I don't know who else, actually.
Toby?
Hopefully no one else. Just a bit me and Will, one-on-one. Mono-y-mono.
The bad boy?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. The guy went to Bright. You see that? Went house sitting at Bright and forgot his contact lenses. So he can't go bike riding up there.
Who's running the shops then? Because Jimmy Friend's coming up to Echuca soon, he was telling me the other day.
Yeah, well, we got a good staff, mate.
Okay. I thought Jimmy and Toby were the two that were left in charge when you were on maternity and paternity leave.
Yeah, well, would you leave Toby in charge?
Nah, not really.
You leave Toby without contact lens. Will be expensive.
Yeah. We got good staff. Toby, I mean, he's only gone for a few days.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a pretty busy few days leading into Christmas.
Yeah. Just going on leave, the busiest week of the year when both bosses are away.
He's gone to house sit someone's house in Bright who actually also works for me in Torquay. So it's a bit of a weird arrangement. Anyway.
Okay. Chriso, give us a training week. Where are you at? What have you been doing?
Oof. Now of course, I ran this Valencia marathon race. Julian was telling me that when I can run like 2:30 without training, I should run 2:19 with training. So it says a lot about the training.
No, I've been thinking about this, Chris. there's one piece of advice that will get you under 220. What do you think it is, Brady?
Get a good coach.
Nah, it's not the coach. He's had the best coach. He's had two of the best coaches.
I think I know.
Sports psychologist.
Oh, yeah. Lessen the noise.
That too, but sports psychologists will get into this bloke's head, and that's what's going on, Chriso. It's in your head. You're a basket case. Yes. No. You don't think you can run 222 when you're running 230 every time?
He's had some decent excuses with the weather and stuff, though. There's been some
weather. Yeah, the weather.
It was 25 degrees at Berlin.
He's had 15 goes at it.
If London, when he ran 223, he should have ran 221. Under Jordan Donnelly, that would have been 221 with good weather.
It's a mental condition. He needs to go and see someone and talk it out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with seeing someone.
There's what happens with Chriso, right? And this is what, Chriso, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that you get to race day and there's just this enormous, it's not just pressure from your audience and your followers, and it's pressure you're putting on yourself because you've made 220 your life goal and you know you're running out of time. So you get into 10K into these races and your life goal, and you're like feeling a bit of hurt, and you're like, it's not happening today. And then you panic and you get super dark on yourself, and you're in the quicksand and you're trying to fight out, and you're just sinking further in. And by that stage, your mental mood and energy is blown. You no way you're going to run faster home from halfway when you're feeling like that. You got to come at these things with a different mental state.
But question then, but why doesn't that happen to him over like 1,500, 5K, 10K half marathon where he's been managing PBs?
Well, this is exactly the point. That shows that he has the physical capabilities. It's the expectation and the emotional investment in the 220, or at least the 220. He says it doesn't matter. 220 doesn't matter. It's running a PB. But it's there. The marathon is like this. He's in like a marriage with it, a bad marriage. And it just hangs over him, and he needs to cut it off. He needs to come at it with a totally different mindset. And it's going to take something special to get out of that. Like, it's going to have to take someone, I think, to talk him through it, to get some like mental training or coaching on it.
Yeah. So the point I'm making is this is a twice a year race opportunity that he gets. And if something comes up, like you carry some sickness into it, or you've got bad weather, that's like a 2 to 3% impact, which all of a sudden running 220 to 222, like is out the window. And then maybe that pressure.
Go and run a positive split. When was the last time you ran a big positive split, Chris? So that wasn't a training run.
In a negative split.
Yeah, negative split. In a race that mattered.
London was pretty much a dead even race. It was a little bit of a positive split, but the first half in London, you run a little bit downhill. So that race was good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, come through the field that day, Moose.
But this bloke, like you said, he's run PBs on every distance, and then he gets to the marathon and he falls apart. That's not weather. That's not training either. The guy's like had coaches that know what they're doing.
There was some hope there at London, April this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Julian, but have you ever been to a sports psych yourself? Or anyone?
No.
And have you, Brady?
No. But I'd be open to it.
Yeah. And
I remember fucking years ago, I was having a week off this show and you dickheads were suggesting it was in my head as well because I just kept running 220s. And I was like, I'm running up Melbourne Marathon. There's a hill here, Chriso. This thing goes. 220 was a decent run at Melbourne.
And realistically,
I think I could benefit from it as well.
You're still running 220s.
I ran 219. I ran a PB this year.
Yeah. But 219
wasn't much quicker than 219.
You're the 216 guy that hasn't run it yet.
Give me 217. I'll take 217, 218.
Well, you're better.
But yes, I don't think it's like weak to go see a sports psychologist.
No, it's not weak. It's smart. No, but
it's good.
Of course, it's smart.
You talk to Andy Buchanan. He puts massive breakthroughs down to seeing a sports psych.
Yeah, I mean, we were playing football 20 years ago on a quality team. Of course, we had people to talk with, but I mean, we were young, so we were not using them. But older people did, and it made a huge
Yeah.
impact. The team was working better. So I'm not saying that Julian is wrong. I'm just saying I have never tried it, or I don't know where to go, or I'm not. Yeah,
You're the most famous runner in Norway. I think if you said anyone got a recommendation for you won't do that because then everyone will know what you're doing and they'll talk about it. You got to do some stuff in the background, Chris. I reckon. Like
just go
keep.
like Reece, go silent mode.
Oh, imagine that, Brady. That would be good for him, wouldn't it?
Take a year
Mm.
off, no Strava for 1 year, Brady. No
Oh,
shows, nothing.
you couldn't do it.
No,
No.
he loves the
You're
spotlight.
too much joy. You don't want
He
to cut
loves
things
Yeah,
it.
to
but it's
bring you
my
joy.
work as well.
Yeah.
I quit the job and I go back to this real estate stuff.
Yeah. We don't want to be doing that.
What's your wife do for work?
Yeah,
Girlfriend,
she's
partner?
working for like a what is called in English? Like yeah, the companies that are building hospitals, schools, everything.
You
Like
don't
B
need to work.
construction.
yeah,
Don't need to work. I don't reckon.
I can only be a father,
Take the
train
top job
and take
at
care of
MTC,
Casper.
top job at MTC, and you'll be right. Train, be the boss.
You get much of a cut from MTC?
Yeah,
I knew he
it's
was excited, Chris. He messaged me when I
Nick
said
is
Chris
taking
was booked.
50%, Cole is 25, and I have 25.
I don't even know if
Aren't
he's
you
joking,
best
Moose.
friend with Coles?
Yeah, but I don't know the business dealings.
So when you are on this, yeah, you're on the piss, you don't talk with Coles anymore?
A little bit. A little bit. I had some beers with Cholsh actually the other week in Anglesey.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. A lot of whispers come out of those chats, Brady.
Oh, what you don't? None of them you pass on to me for my whisper segment.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of warnings at the start of the convo.
It's the way you got
But
to do it, don't you? Like this is now off the record. Whatever happens from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how you keep friends.
yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, Julian, but I think one of the biggest issues these days, not only for me, but also I was talking a little bit with Issy also about this topic, and one of the problems these days is that with the new shoes, we want to do too many races and have too many like races in a year. So when you arrive in back in the days, it was Berlin only. I mean, I was not running on the track. I was maybe racing, but it was in the end it was only for training. The was only top priority was to race in Berlin. I see in April here in Europe is easier to have this mindset about okay, it's Boston Marathon only, and you do a half in like Barcelona in February. But the problem in September, October, November, December is that it's so many races, and you want to be at too many places at once, and the season is getting you never have a season break. So when you are arriving in Valencia, you have been training for 12 months with no breaks at all. So you see people that they are really fit, but they arrive at 30K or let's say 90 minutes in the race, and they are just too tired to finish it off. That is one of the things I have seen in my training as well, have been the biggest difference between this 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, when it was Berlin only. You were locked in, and after Berlin, you had a season break. Now it's a little bit, you go to Berlin, you have a training run, you do Valencia half marathon, you do a 10K in Norway, and yeah, the season is on month 12, and you are too tired when you are arriving in Valencia.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people now don't get it right by having very specific phases of training where they don't get distracted. And by distracted, I mean they lose sight of the purpose of the block of training, and they start to do workouts that don't suit it, or they jump in races that don't suit it for the benefit of social life or money or what they would call enjoying running or whatnot. And they might enjoy going away with their mates to a race, but it's not to the betterment of their running or their training. Or they might jump in a race to do a tempo or a training session, but it doesn't work well. And then once you lose that specific nature of the block, you just you're that few percent off what you need. And then you're also getting to the point later in that, like, you get what I love about that specific phase of training is that there's just a really, well, it's whether you call it like a generous taper, where you've done some very deep, fatiguing, hard work, and then you're really resting in that taper, and you're not getting caught up in like doing a 5K the week before. It's just so all in on that one race that your blinkers are on, and you're just not, like, there's no distractions. There's no temptations away from it. And that would, in Europe, it would be hard because of the quality of races out there that you want to jump into. Um,
Yeah, I remember in October, I was the reason I remember it so well was because I was in Valencia for this half marathon when you had Monaghetti on the show, and Croker was asking him a little bit about what he did after these marathons, and you were talking a little bit about the phases in training, and Mona, he said that he was talking with people these days. It was just one block leading into another block. It was never a downtime. It was after the marathon, you start jogging on day 2, and on day 6, you are back with the first threshold session. So, yeah.
yeah.
Give us the week's training, Chriso.
Yeah, first week after Valencia, I got sick. Was the first time I have been sick since May 2023. So it also says something about you're not getting better, but I'm not getting injured, and I'm never sick. But I got sick after Valencia. I'm not sure if I was sick while I was running. I was hitting the toilet 2 times in the race in Valencia, and that maybe stopped me from going like really hard the last 30 to 40 minutes in Valencia. So yeah, had one jog of 30 minutes, and then this was week 2 with with recovery or season break. So it was 30 minutes Monday. I'm up here in the north of Norway, and it was icy outside. The weather was really bad. So it was 30 minutes Monday, 30 minutes Tuesday, Wednesday. I felt like I was over the sickness, but it felt like the body was. I was not feeling very fresh, so I took Wednesday off as well.
Chris, so with
But
when you're running in the conditions up there, what does a kit look like? Like how are your layers looking?
since it's like 5 6 degrees, it's not that cold. So you are running in with long tights. What do you call this? Like a long sleeve under the rain jacket. You use like this buff around your neck. Maybe you use a hat, and you use some gloves and ordinary shoes. I'm running a lot in this Ghost Amp shoe. I really like it. And Hoka have a new shoe now coming in Mars, the Hoka Mach 7, and it's also a normal shoe, no plate, nothing super. Both of these shoes are my favorite, like training shoes at the moment. So switching in between those two, and yeah, just going outside, start the training run, and never look at the watch, just run a loop. Is around 8K and go home.
So do you ever wear a waterproof shoe?
No, I have never had one.
No, really. Even like
No.
running through the ice and the slush and
I have never used a shoe with spikes ever in my life, and I'm used to running on the snow. For me, it feels like I'm not running sessions out in the ice. For me, it's a little bit just to run a little bit slower. You don't need these spike shoes.
Hmm.
I think it can create some kind of problems also with the Achilles, the leg. I mean, when you're landing in spike, the shoe is stopping
yeah.
like immediately. So you have a little bit of, but probably these new winter shoes are really good shoes as well. It is maybe me just running in what I used to do back in the days when I was living in Tromsø.
And when it's like negative 10, 20, -20, what's the best running jacket you got?
Oh, -20. That is not many times, but
Yeah.
-10. That is a good question. I don't have. I have pretty much only summer jackets, and I take 2 or 3 layers under it, like winter jackets. So I'm not having like this winter jacket you take if you go to the store outside. I'm never running in like big jackets.
Yeah.
I mean, are you selling a lot of winter clothes? Nah, not in Australia.
Nah, but we got this jacket. I was just thinking what I would use for that.
Yeah.
and we actually
But you
have
have
this.
a store of all these different brands. Like you have
Yeah.
North Face and you have all the other brands as well.
So On have a jacket called the insulated weather jacket, and it's like
Mm.
their running jacket, which is probably the best running jacket I've got. But it has like a layer of insulation in it, and it
When do you use it
no,
for
I don't
heat
have that.
training?
I don't have that. I just have the
Okay.
normal one. But
Yeah.
but if I was going to go to Norway and run with you, I would have that.
Yeah, but when you are running, it's actually the coldest part when you are running is pretty much on your fingers and on your ears. So if you have a hat and you have gloves, is I will say you cannot run in a t-shirt, but you're never freezing like inside the jacket. You're more freezing, on your feet
Yeah.
and on your fingers. But yeah, like the first days here, I had this rest Wednesday, Thursday, 45 minutes. Friday 40 minutes and Saturday I went down to this to this gym where all these running people in this city in Harstad are together, and all of the guys had 6 times 6 minutes on the treadmill. So I did 5 times 6 minutes. That was Saturday. I felt really bad, but probably the first workout back, yeah. But I ran 3:30 pace on the treadmill, so probably around marathon pace in Valencia or something around that. But the feeling was bad. So
You still
Sunday,
using lactate monitors?
sometimes a little bit just to enjoy myself as well. It's a little bit when you are inside on the treadmill, you are with other people, you have a break, you can just. But I'm not using it systematically anymore. Maybe I should, but I'm not doing it. I just needed a break after this training block with Renato when I was really having a swing. Before Berlin, I was a little bit tired of all this heart rate measurement stuff. I just wanted freedom back with running.
That's a good thing for you.
Yeah, and Saturday I was out, and that was the worst weather, but it was pissing down rain and very icy, so ran 58 minutes. Was supposed to do an hour, couldn't do the last 2 minutes. Enough was enough. So the week was 53K.
Good, Chriso. I've just loved this caption here. 8 weeks to Barcelona half and 17 weeks to Boston Marathon. Should be
Yeah.
enough time to be overtrained at least 3 times.
I have one guy on this X platform. He's always talking about how he is enjoying life being completely cooked.
So you got 16 weeks 16 weeks today to Boston.
No, 17 today.
17 today.
Training start today. The 2 weeks after Valencia was about recovery, and I'm starting today. And I have a new coach as well. So I had the program first week, 6 runs and 1 rest day. And we're building from the rock bottom this time.
It starting today?
Yeah.
Who is the new coach? This is an exclusive, a worldwide exclusive. Can we announce it?
Nah, he's not Norwegian and he's not
Croaks.
Renato.
Croaks.
And he's
Australian?
not Croaks. Croaks doesn't even respond to me. Croker and it's a little bit,
He's
I don't
a hard
know.
guy to crack.
Croker and
Yeah.
Jordan, they don't want Jordan. I think Jordan just want to be a friend. Every time I ask him some question, he start talking about the life in China and Nike stuff. So I think he had enough, Jordan.
Okay.
I loved his comment on Patreon actually.
What he said?
On the OG monthly in the comments.
I need to go and see.
Yeah, you can have a look.
You can have a look at that.
So who's the coach then?
He won't tell us. He got to say it for his own podcast.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Big release.
Fair
Big
enough.
release.
Do we know him,
but
Chriso?
No. He's a old guy. I have respect for him.
So he's not from Norway.
No. And
He's
he's
from
not from
Sweden.
Australia.
He's from Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do. How would I guess Sweden if I didn't know?
Now, because I know that you don't know this guy.
How would I guess one country in the whole world and know who it is?
You mean
Yeah.
the guy that's out here in Australia at the moment? The guy with the moustache?
No. This is an old guy. Yeah, I cannot have a coach. If I wanted a coach around my age, I would have asked.
What is the initials?
I will not say.
I know the initials. Are they the same as my initials?
No.
Oh. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, Chris.
But that could have been a guy. He's a good guy. That JS guy. But I wanted something completely fresh. A guy with almost no history with me. I was not sending him anything. I just told him where I'm at this day and wanted some long-time relationship. And I said to him, we do it your way. We don't go in my way. Just tell me how you want it, and we start from a Monday. But I have been talking with him for like 2 weeks.
Heard that before, Chriso.
2-year contract, Chriso. 3-year. Like, you got to give him a good run at it. Because I'm just thinking, this is your third coach of 2025.
Yeah, but it's up to him. I said to him, if we do it your way, and he said, okay, let's see how we roll. We start Monday, and we have 8 weeks to Barcelona. You just write in after the sessions, but you need to understand that this time we are walking the stairs. You are not taking the elevator.
You can't sack him after Boston, though. That's all that I'm saying.
If I'm on my own, the reason is because he don't want to coach me.
Yeah, okay.
You sacked your coach pretty quick, Brady.
I have not sacked anyone. I'm on a return to run program.
You have sacked your coach.
About it?
Yeah.
I've not sacked anyone.
But a little bit because I went this direction, Julian, was also a little bit about what you talked about earlier. If I'm coaching myself or I'm going with a guy like, let's say, Croker, I pretty much know what he will give me. I just want something new, something. Yeah, you don't think about training and just okay. We go this direction now, and it's up to him. I don't want to run. Double threshold Norwegian system every week. And I have tried it. If I'm running too hard or if I'm not hitting the right intensity, I don't know. The only thing I know is that I was probably close to my best shape ever this summer. And I'm not saying that Renato just overcooked me because I'm the one doing the training. I could have went with a down week, but I cannot do what I did this summer again. Then I'll never run 219.
Good move not going with Croak, so he wouldn't have shown you the love that you need.
I don't think Croker would have coached me.
Nah, would have been a bad combination.
Croker, he need Mondo Duplantis people that are taking 30 minutes every marathon. Keep the streak alive.
Could you imagine how much shit we would have given Croaks when he would every time Chriso raced and he didn't have a good race?
There's a lot of pressure on the coach too when you take on Chriso.
Oh, so much. I wouldn't.
Yeah, this comment from Jordan is actually good. Going with Nick Biddle.
Yeah.
But I could have gone undercover with Nick Biddle. Just take Sondre's program and stay 1 week behind him.
But that's not for you, though.
I agree. I know, but do you think that Nick would have made a program for me, or do you think he have just copy-paste the program he's giving to, let's say, Izzy?
I don't know, but the copy-paste, like the one-size-fits-all program doesn't work, does it? Like there's no magic in the same 7 days across 12 weeks. Like there's no formula for it.
But you have been living in Ballarat. You were climbing the stairs and you were talking with Mona pretty often. I mean, maybe one of the reasons why you could do this big jump from 220 to 214 was because you understood what your own body needed.
But Mona did not like what I was doing. We had arguments all the time about the Sunday run, like as it got closer to my marathons, I would start driving out of town and running on flat roads and doing long intervals and tempo runs. And that was something that had never happened there. And then I would skip Tuesday and jog while the boys did a hard fartlek, and I would do a session on Wednesday by myself. And I know that like that was very different to what was happening at the time and in the past, where they had very good success from. Yet you can't, this is the problem with running. You can find an example for nearly every system where someone had success with it.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
You can look at the Canova stuff and go, oh, like this is the way to do it. Then you look at the Wardlaw stuff and go, this is the way to do it. Then you look at Ritzenheim and go, no, this is how you do it over here, because this is what Helen O'Beary's doing. And then Phil Sessamon, it's 250 miles a week. That's, or Ks, whatever. That's how you do it. There's just so many examples of ways to get to the same spot. Having a good intuition of how you will get there, that's the key.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we are missing out of is when we start the season now. I think the planning of the season is it doesn't make sense. You want to achieve too much. You want to be races 8 times a year. I think for me the priority list need to be short. And if the dream will be to run 2:19, Boston can be everything. So forget about 2:19 in Boston. It can be tailwind and you are running 2:19. But Boston is different. If I wanted to go one crack in Berlin or in Valencia, I think I need to have a better season plan than what I have had the last couple of years.
Yeah, Jordan had a pretty good seasonal plan for you. Like
Jordan did a phenomenal job. But I asked him again, and I think it's a little bit different. I have asked Jordan. He was not responding. I'm pretty sure that he said enough is enough. But after he moved to America, I also think his life is a little bit different than it was in Europe.
Yeah. All right, boys. I'm going to whip through this week. Monday, I did 40 minutes. Every run this week, boys. Day of the week. 7 days. How good's
more
that?
than Chriso.
Yeah. Chriso.
More days than Chriso.
Chriso and I are trying to peak for that same day in April, Moose. We're doing the same marathon.
Oh, be good to see.
Boston
I'm going to watch it go like this. Because at the moment, Chriso's here and you're here, and at some point, there's going to be this happen.
We've got to find, hopefully it's before the race.
Road to Boston, I reckon.
Crossover, yeah.
You have any other races before Boston, or is this 17 weeks Boston?
Last year I did Roo Run and then Ballarat. Did not race the whole way through. Terrible shape at Roo Run, PB, Ballarat.
Good result too.
So I'm thinking the same. There's actually not much to do, is there, Moose, in Australia? Feb, March. What are you racing?
Not really. Bad time to be a runner over here.
Just put the weeks together. Anyway, this is
no influencer races in Japan either.
Nah, none of that stuff. Monday was 40 minutes.
What's an influencer race in Japan?
I don't know what he's suggesting here.
He was one time you went for this Chinese or Japan race. You ran like 2:20.
Nobuoka marathon. Went over with Wayne Larden, the boss of the Sydney
you were paid to be there.
I wasn't paid. It was just a free trip. I was representing the Sydney Marathon.
Yeah, okay.
That was a good run that day, 2:21. Windy.
You had a lot of good runs. You're only missing this 2:16 run. Then you can quit.
I know.
Once you run 2:16, you're going to look back at these 2:21s and go, that wasn't a good run.
When my week at the moment is 60 Ks, I'll take a 2:20. Monday, 40 minutes and 15 second strides. Loving that Mizuno shoe, Moose. Whatever. What's it, Hyper? Is that what it's called?
Hyper Warp Pure.
Yeah.
You got it, Chriso?
Is the light one, the 120? Yeah, phenomenal shoe. But for me, it's a shoe for maximum 5 kilometers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, it's great for strides. I'm just doing 15 seconds. Perfect for strides. Tuesday was my first workout back. I had 4x4 minutes at threshold. Excited, a bit nervous for this one. I really wasn't. This was going to be the first indication of like how unfit am I? Because I was just
Who's writing the program?
This is still Paddy Stowe's return to run.
Oh.
I've got 1 week left after this one, and then I've graduated.
So you're going to have 3 coaches this year as well.
3?
Yeah, you're going to have
Well,
Dan
myself.
Nash. You're
Yeah.
going to have yourself, Dan Nash, Pat Stowe, and then you got someone else coming, or what?
Pat Stowe's the physio.
He's writing your training programs right now.
Tell you what, I've known Pat Stowe as like a Bendigo Bat teammate, and he's done some podcasting work with us, but I've been very impressed with his capabilities as a physio. Have you ever dealt with him as a physio?
No.
No
but
clients, no athletes gone to him. He knows his stuff.
I can't remember.
Why
when
not
people
a coach
then?
You know, like when people are like under 30, they don't have kids yet. They don't like have anything else distracting them in life, so they dedicate themselves to their job.
It's like Toby. You're talking about Toby now.
Not sure if he dedicates himself to the job like Paddy Stowe, but Paddy Stowe's reading like studies about this injury I had, and this is what the studies say, and like this is what we're going to do. And he's actually doing Andy's return to run as well. You know how they stuffed that up the first time?
He got injured again. He
got re-injured with another stressy. But did you see his return to run? That was so aggressive.
Yeah, but he was putting everything out to make it to Valencia.
Yeah.
Oh, he got that YouTube channel. He needs content. Can't just film yourself in your house every week.
So he had to rush back for that. But anyway, Paddy's taken back over. So this was 4x4 minutes. Wanted to sit at like 165 beats per minute. I said to Chris and Toby the night before Moose, I'm like, this could be 4-minute pace for me. This could be 330s. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm like, this had
You have never run a session in your life 4-minute pace, even when you were 12 years old.
I've also never had 12 weeks off before.
It's 5 minutes, mate. Your heart rate's not going up.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Anyway, that was 334, 340, 336, 332. Felt good to get going again, boys. Felt real good. No
you
pain afterwards.
You see the heart rate in these 60 seconds breaks, Julian, is almost similar like the heart rate in the reps.
Doesn't go down. Yeah,
no.
I love that.
Paddy had me doing 1-minute jogs. I needed 1-minute walks. I was shuffling as slow as I possibly could.
It's threshold intensity in the breaks here. It's really good for you.
It's all about how many heartbeats you get anyway, Brady.
Let me look at.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, pulled up well. No soreness. My biggest week before this was 45K. So
what shoes you're doing sessions when you're coming back here? You go super shoes directly, or Paddy tells you to have the normal shoes?
No, I went super shoes directly, Chriso. I went Asics, Metaspeed, Sky, which is all right. Thought I couldn't do too much damage. It was only 16 minutes.
Don't get sucked into this super shoe causes injuries debate, mate.
You want me to get back in there?
I'm not in there, Julian.
You can't start that again. That's old Jordo talk, that is.
No, I'm running in super shoes. I know. I don't believe the reason people are injured is because of super shoes.
Yeah, good.
All right, Wednesday I did 30 minutes, and then I jumped on the elliptical for an hour after that. Watched the Bad Boy Ride or Die movie. I just can't do Will Smith after that, like Chris Rock slapping incident. Every time I see him now, I'm just like, you're stuffed up, bad move. Like, cannot just watch a movie with him acting now.
I liked him before that a lot, though.
So did I, yeah. Well, as an actor, anyway.
You remember him from Fresh? What's this called? The
Fresh
show
Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, that was prime.
What was the zombie one? That was pretty good too.
Yeah, with the dog.
Yeah. Independence Day. Oh, he was good in that.
What about Hitch comedy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They had that song that come out with it as well. That was like 2003, 2004. Moose, you're taking me back.
I like Bad Boys 1.
96.
This wasn't a good treadmill movie.
Bad Boy's pretty funny. Martin Lawrence is funny. He's a
lot of action. It goes. You just need something fast paced.
Fast cars, that kind of thing.
Guns. It's good for the elliptical. Thursday was 45 minutes. Friday was 50 minutes. Saturday had our work Christmas party Friday night. A few too many beers at that Christmas party, boys. Bit hungover Saturday morning. Finally got out. I had 30 minutes planned, and I did it when the kids went to bed at like 7:30 p.m. on the treadmill at the gym. Air conditioner on. Just, yeah.
Okay. Any funny stories from the party?
Oh, it was just... You know what I don't mind? A bit of beer pong. You play beer pong at your Christmas party? Because I'm a pretty
No, but I went
competitive
to
guy.
college. I played a lot of beer pong.
Yeah. So pretty competitive kind of guy. So I don't mind talking a bit of shit and just taking down a couple of work colleagues in beer pong.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was fun.
5,500 Ks for you this year, Brady. First time under 7,000 since 2010.
Oh yeah, probably.
Don't
I don't
make
know.
him feel bad, mate.
I'd have to go back. Yeah,
He,
don't bring
he,
that up,
he
Chris.
will be in his best shape of his life in April. He will come into this block. He will be fresh. He will feel the love of run again. He will build, no races. I can see Brady running. He will kill people in Boston. He's light. I don't know. Can you run downhill, Brady? You have never run a hill in your life. Can you run
Yeah.
downhill?
I think
Uphill, of course, you can run. You are light.
Yeah,
But
I
downhill
flew
is
down the
different.
hills at Sydney Marathon at the end there, Chriso, when I was going past Moose at about 37k mark.
Do me a favor, call back to this big legend of Australia and Boston Marathon. You call back to him and you have like this 1 hour interview when you're not talking about his career, but talk about Boston, the course, the experience, what he did in training leading in. It will be a phenomenal episode.
What about we do it together, Chriso? Me and
Rob Di Castello on the interview.
Rob Di Castello. We'll put it out in Norway.
My English is not good enough, and I have too much respect.
No. I think your English is fine. My English is probably not good enough. For
Have he sold the house, Julian? Brady sent me his house on this.
Yeah, I don't
know. Was a really good house.
It is a nice house up there, with all the embassies.
Yeah.
All these small countries have a full-on embassy next door to him.
Croker, he is living in the richest place in Australia.
Yeah. Croker's to be one of the richest people in Australian distance running. He's older though, so he's had more time to generate the wealth.
Yeah, and he got in when they had house prices for $500,000 for 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and bloke hasn't spent $1 in the last 6 years.
Yeah, I think Viv brought a lot of money to that relationship too. She had a couple of houses when he met her.
She also has a better job than him.
Oh yeah.
Now, but do that, Brady. Call Rob Di Castello and have this Boston special episode.
Yeah, just for our own self-indulgence.
Yeah. Forget about the rest. It's only for me and you. I haven't bothered
having him on the show for the last 425 episodes, but now Chriso and I are going to Boston. We need him on.
There's so many books out there on Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome books about how people are prepared for it and through the race. I've got this massive Boston... Well, actually...
Yeah, I reckon I've got one in my bookshelf. I've never read it.
Hold on 1 second here.
Is it blue and have orange or red writing on the spine?
I mean... The woman who's in charge of the elite stuff there, she's a hardcore businesswoman. When I was there in 2023 with Sondre, the first thing she said to us, we came in, got this hotel registration stuff, the first thing she said was, where have these Norwegian people been for the last 30 years?
Yeah, because she's talking about the Catherine Schweitzer years.
Nah, yeah, and Ingrid Kristiansen and Grete Waitz back in the 80s. Yeah, it was, but yeah, she is a really hard race director.
Okay, she wants results.
Yeah, but I think she's bringing back some Australians as well. So I'm not sure with Pat Teenan, but hopefully he can be back there. You have really good girls, Issy, Leanne, all these girls that probably will be competitive in Boston as well.
Boy, check this out.
Oh, no, it's not the one I've got.
This here is inside a cover. The 100 greatest people, places, and stories of the Boston Marathon.
Ooh.
And it comes out like accordion style. Amazing.
Where'd you get that from?
This is part of the collection.
That you got off Scott Nicholas.
Yeah, this one was from him. Pretty awesome. This was celebrating the centenary of the 100th anniversary of the Boston Marathon.
What year was that? The 100th? Does it say there? Oh, yeah.
I think it's 96. 1897 to 1996.
So we got 120, 130 years, Chriso.
Yeah, it's amazing. The woman that is in charge, her name is Mary Kate Sheen. Phenomenal woman as well. I think she is the only woman that is like the top race director of all these major marathons. And all these agents, they are pretty much men only, but she is in charge in Boston. A really, really good woman.
I think I've seen her in some documentaries or something before. Trying to think don't know, maybe some YouTube stuff. But anyway, I did 65 minutes on Sunday. That was my long run for the week. We're getting that out there, 4:39 pace. Hammered down in rain for the first 20 minutes. Got really wet, but it was warm, so it didn't really worry me because I was kind of
How
happy
you
to be
feel
out
the
there.
last 10 minutes here for like
Got a bit
105
humid,
run?
but yeah, fine. Like I could have done 90 minutes. And I'm
Mm.
waking up like this is all about like doing the train and just having no pain, no awareness still.
You
So
don't feel anything?
No. I haven't felt anything the whole time I've been returning to run.
How many more kilos now than when you stopped?
I'm not sure. I didn't get on the scales this week, but I'll get
From
on them in the next few
58 to
days.
62?
I think it would be. Now I'm running more. I think it'd be closer to 61 than 62. But yeah, but 58 was what we started with. But look at my blue bars. See the blue bars? I'm just starting to get a bit of a staircase going. We're starting to get a cute little staircase there, boys. A few sparks are brewing.
You take 10 Ks a week and we are at 250 in Mars.
I think it could come around too quick for me though, Chriso. You're saying you'll be flying in April.
You
17
will
weeks. 17 weeks, and I'm probably not doing 2-hour long runs for another
Now
5 weeks,
this
maybe.
break have been the best thing that could ever happen to your running career.
Yeah, I agree, but it might be more like, see how I'm going in June, not April. I hope I'm flying in April, but we'll see.
You have been running 7,000 Ks for 10, 15 years. You think your body, after 10 weeks of not running, you think the body forgotten everything? It's not working like that.
Yeah. I'm with you, Chris. So it's coming back fast for this bloke.
Yeah.
Just needs to put on some kilos. Like the heavier he can get, the faster he'll get.
Yeah.
That's going to be the
Start
longest.
with some heat training, Brady, also. Just wear tons of clothes. You will be fine.
I don't need to, Chris. It's like 40 degrees here.
40.
It is. It was like, I think it was 42 degrees on Wednesday. One of those days.
Which month is the warmest? December, January?
Probably Jan.
Jan's warmer than
Jan's hotter.
The same with you, Julian, down in Anglesey?
Feb's probably even warmer, I reckon.
It's been a bit hit and miss though. We'll have like 40 and then the next day it'll be like 22.
Yeah, December's been pretty cold, like historically for us, I reckon.
Anyway, boys, that was 1 hour and 26 minutes to get through our weekly recaps and a bit of a catch up with Chriso. Quick shout out to the Open Run Pro 2 from Shocks. If you're a runner, this is the gear upgrade you've been waiting for. With its open ear design, you can hear your surroundings while staying fully in the zone, safe, focused, and aware. The over-the-ear secure fit keeps your headphones stable through every stride, no matter the pace or distance, while still feeling comfortable for long runs. And with both bone conduction and air conduction technology, you get rich bass and good sound quality. The Shocks Christmas sale is now live with up to 32% off. Go check it out via the link in our show notes and use the code IRP15 for your exclusive listener discount. Let's now thank some Patreon supporters, Moose. Who you got?
I have Darren Scott. So he's from Geelong West and has run 21:44 at the Ballyang Park Run, 43:49 at this year's River Run, 10K, 97 minutes at this year's Geelong Half, but nothing on Strava since May.
Stressy.
Sorry, Darren.
It's another stressy from the super shoes for Darren.
Funny story about Ballyang Park Run is that I had the record there at like 15:05 or something, moved to Ballarat, and then maybe a year or so later, the Strava records popped up, like going bang, bang, bang. I lost all these records. And I'm like, fucking hell, someone's gone. And then I clicked in, someone had run like 14:20 or something at Ballyang Park Run, which is a difficult place to run. It's a bloke called Stephen Scullion. And he was over here training with MTC, and for some reason, him and some Dutch bloke had gone down and run Ballyang Park Run. I think they were staying at Badeau's house down the coast. And I'm like, that is never going to be it. No one will ever get that back. Like
he ran 2:09.
Yeah, but this is your local parkrun course, this guy's just killed it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but these UK people, they love the park run. Like this Saturday, you go out with the normal guys and you just flog everybody. You have some fame. Yeah, you have a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Brady loves it too. You do the Echuca one a fair bit, don't you?
Course record holder. Me and Paddy Stowe, equal course record holders.
What is it?
14:52, I'm going to say.
Mm.
And I ran that like 2 weeks before I ran 29:34 for 10K. You were coaching me at the time.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not fast, though. That's the point you're making, though. Like, you're doing it on bike tracks next to a river.
Yeah.
So his 14, whatever you said, 14:20 was probably worth a 13:40.
Yeah, two guys.
But Scarlett was elite. He was also running in Doha when Julian was there in 2019. He was really good. He had a phenomenal race also in London in the COVID year. Like, yeah, he was good. Think he retired. I cannot see him coming back.
Yeah, he had some issues with sponsorship, didn't he? Was he with Under Armour? He was always pretty like vocal when he got dropped from a sponsor. He'd kind of go on pretty hard.
Him and Luke Matthews with Under Armour.
Yeah.
And Lauren Ryan.
Lauren Ryan.
Oh, she's with them now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
She's with them in the PGA Golf Tour.
Callaway Golf.
Yeah. Chris, so you're in charge of anything that's written in green. So can you thank Jessica for us?
Yeah, Jessica Coyne.
Yeah.
From Ireland. Yeah, same as Julian. But has spent some time living in Australia. According to her World Athletics profile, she has run 16:24 at this year's Box Hill Run, 33:42 and at the last year's Lakeside 10K, and 1:16:33 at the last year's Melbourne Half Marathon. She is a clinical, pharmacist, runs for Southern Melbourne.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good on the XCR scene.
Yeah.
Collects a lot of medals throughout the season.
Box Hill, is that a track race?
Yeah. Box Hill Burn. Yep.
Yeah. 16:24.
Top five AV consistently.
I didn't know she was from Island Moose, did you?
Yeah, I did, because she came. Remember I put that treadmill challenge, the uphill treadmill challenge on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she came down and did that. So I knew she was Irish from that night.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to thank Kylie O'Connor. She's based in Sydney. She's a run to PB athlete, runs for the Sydney Striders. According to her Strava, this is where Croaks has found these times, 2010 at Parkrun, 41:54 at last year's Sydney 10, 1:37 at last year's Hoka Sydney Half Marathon, and 3:31 at this year's Sydney Marathon. Now, this is true. I knew she had a really important job, but she's actually the CEO of investment management at Stockland, which is an ASX-listed company, Moose.
Is that like
I think they
horse product?
Nah, I think they do like build supermarkets and shopping centres and like portfolio managements of like property, maybe.
Okay. Wow.
Don't know. I remember Kylie signed up to hit a Boston qualifier, and she did that at the Gold Coast, then got a ticket to go to Boston, Chriso. Lovely person. You know when you talk to someone and then you read these notes about them being a CEO of a big business and you're like, oh, that person was just so down to earth. You wouldn't have no arrogance whatsoever.
You coach her?
I coach, well, she's been on a break for a while, but this was 2024. She hit Gold Coast. I started working with her, hit Gold Coast to get that qualifier, and then went to Boston the start of this year.
I think she's with Runstrong now.
No, I don't think she is. I know she's not.
I think she's moved over.
I guarantee you she is not. Because I know my man and your man, Dale Fooder, they do some training together. And Dale keeps me updated about what Kylie's up to.
Righto.
But yeah,
got that wrong then.
Thank you to all our Patreon supporters. If you like what we do on the show, you can support us at patreon.com/Inside Running Podcast. This week's running news is brought to you by Axel Coffee. They've just dropped their strawberry blend for the holidays. Think strawberry, sugar plum, dark chocolate, and nutmeg. Perfect for your morning runs over the festive season. Check it out at axelcoffee.com.au. Got a message on my Instagram yesterday, Chris. So you know this name? Can you pronounce that name for me? Is it a Norwegian name?
Yeah. The first name of the guy here, Kai Erik Espedal.
Sent me a photo. He's enjoying a cup of Axel coffee over where is this Sandnes?
Yeah, the whole home of Jakob.
The home of all the Ingebrigtsens. He was enjoying a cup of coffee with Heidi and John. You met Heidi and John, haven't you, Moose? Remember at a Osaka Marathon? You know Heidi and John. John's in a band, Chriso, that real famous Norwegian band. Yeah, Chriso knows all this.
He's from Bergen.
I just loved seeing a picture of Axel Coffey all the way over there at Ingebrigtsen's hometown.
Hey, can we get an Ingebrigtsen update, Kristian?
Yeah, what's
going on with the family? They all made up yet? They all friends again? They're going to Christmas together?
Oof. I wish I could say yes, but no. The war is continuing. The father is. The father won the call. They were suing the father, and he was not put. He had like a really small, like 5 days or something, like not in jail, but So he was pretty much home free for what they was accusing him about, and then they have this discussion about the name Ingebrigtsen and this training system around the name. So they have a new fight there going on now. That's pretty much only about money. And Philip and his wife is from outside of Oslo, so they moved many years ago. So they are not living in Sandnes. But Henrik and the older brother Kristoffer, they are living there, and of course Jakob. And the injury situation, I just have to say, I'm not sure how much running Jakob is doing. He was out in Spain before Eurocross on this altitude camp and was supposed to run European Championship, but pulled out, said he wanted to continue training and not want to race across. But the rumors are saying that he's in pain. It's not easy to get back on training like he did earlier. And he is very close to, he's not saying a lot about the injury. I'm not sure if it's a Haglund's problem or it's just the Achilles, or if it's anything around. To be honest, I don't know. But Jakob not being injured, he would have been racing European cross. Jakob loves to race, so when he's pulling out, obviously something wrong. And I haven't seen any training. He is not training with Hedring and Philip. They had a training camp where other athletes also were down in Sandnes, and Jakob was not joining it. So I think maybe he's on a break now, trying to figure out this Achilles stuff. But let's say that Jakob have been training serious since 2014, 15. So this is year 10, 11, 12. I mean, he's still young. He's born in 2000, but the guy, he was winning everything. Even back in 2018, he was winning everything in this European Championship. So he have been racing at the top level for, let's say, 8 years. So I just hope that they can figure out, even if he have to take a year off and do a surgery, I just want him to come back and being injured free again.
Yeah.
Good update, Chriso.
You put a video out of a treadmill session he did. He's a different.
Was that a new video or was it like an old video?
No, that was a few months ago now.
Is he still wearing busted up old Alpha Fives?
Yeah, he's you can see some shoes that have been made for him. There's obviously, if you're at that point where you're getting shoes altered and stuff, you're probably not right to go.
Yeah, like when Croaks was cutting the heels out of his back in 2017.
But he's a different cat. I've watched a couple now. Watched him with Bree showing off his cars. He talks funny into the camera. It's hard to.
He is. He is more or less the biggest star we have in. I will not say in all sports, since we have football people as well. But Jakob is a big star, and of course Nike have started to make this Jakob, clothes and more of this. So hopefully the career can be 10 more, 15 more years, but he cannot run world record and beat other people at the top level when you are not injured free. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
But
Easy.
yeah.
He's got some cars.
Yeah. I mean, he have been on the top level. I saw maybe he's earning like $1 million or $2 million US from Nike. So of course, he have money, but yeah, I don't think he want to retire and have Achilles problem. Like, yeah, he's still young, should have many years left. But you know yourself, when you are injured, it's hard to get out. And Achilles can be so many different stuff as well. I mean, back in the days, Achilles was killing so many people. People like Vebjørn Rodal, the Norwegian guy that won 800-meter Olympic gold in '96. He was quitting the career very early. He had 2 twins like you, and Achilles was fucked, and he's just stopped before he was 30.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys, back to Bankstown in Sydney. This was the Australian Mile Championships. Alexander Stitt got the win there. Here's the new on-boy moose. He won the 3K at Zatopek as well. Looking good, 4:02.59. Lucas Kish, that's how you say his last name. Checked in with the coach. Kish. Lucas, 4:03.74 for second. Matthew Scar was third in 4:04.48. In the women's race, Jaylah Hancock-Cameron, first Australian title, they said on the commentary, 4:37.3. Zoe Melhush was second, 4:38.1, and Georgia Wingcut was third, 4:39.65. There was a 5K on as well. This was Cam Myers' last race as an under-20 athlete. Was searching for that Australian record, 13:25. Looked good up until about 3K. I think he was going at 13:20 pace, and they were saying he was about 5 seconds behind on that, which kind of put him right at that 13:25. Then the pace had dropped, and it kind of went downhill really quick, and kind of struggled a bit. Still worked at home a bit over the last lap, but you know when you see a star in like a time trial situation, no one to race, kind of a lower key meet, Saturday night, bit hot, a bit windy, and you're like, this guy needs to be smashing people. He doesn't need to be in this situation. I like that he tried. He ran 13:32, so still a PB for him, and a bit quicker. But smashed it. Like Cal Davis was second, 13:46. Luke Hintz was third, 14:16. So well ahead of those guys. But yeah,
Davis, is that the guy that is pacing some diamond leagues and stuff like that? Is that him?
Yeah,
He's
that's
quality
him.
as well.
Yeah, but he was in a different league. Cam Myers, Cal dropped
obviously.
off a couple of laps in, and then it was kind of
You
weird.
see here on Strava, Cam was running with the watch on.
Yeah.
Track races with a watch.
You know, just sometimes when you see like the stars in not a star situation, does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It looked a bit out of place. Like you needed a Stewie or a Jack Rayner or a Seth, like someone throwing down with him in that last 2K, and I reckon he probably would have ran 13:20.
No, it was hot, mate.
He would have ran 13:25 with some competition.
On Strava, it says 32 degrees.
Yeah,
it's really hot, and
wow.
I thought he did really well to actually hold on.
Hasn't done a lot of 5Ks.
That could have turned.
How many laps he had on himself? Like from 3K out, he was lonely.
I think it was 2.8.
Yeah.
So he had.
But they were already losing time. You could tell he was kind of like nipping at the heels to get the paces out of the way so he could go.
Yeah, this is the next guy breaking 13 minutes in Australia.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think 5K is his event.
Well, has Kai gone under 13 yet?
Yeah, I think indoor in Boston.
Yeah.
I think I can check out.
Yeah, I think it was pretty close.
Because he's the next guy.
We forget about Kai, don't we?
Yeah. He's a bloody silver medalist in the...
No, it's fourth.
The group Kai is training with is...
indoors.
Oh, sorry, indoors, yeah. Oh, was that this year?
World Indoors.
Did we put that on our... We'll get to that a bit later. I don't know if we put that on our voting sheet for Performance of the Year.
Didn't I tell you that? I must have thought it in my head.
Yeah, he ran 12:59 in the final in Tokyo, Kai.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
But the Ritzenheim have the training group that the Kai is part of now, when they also signed this Kenyan guy. This is world champ, I mean, you get to the top of the top, or you are injured. It's one out of two.
Yeah.
I can see Morgan leaving. I mean, if you are in between this 1500-mile group and this long distance group, like Morgan was, and you need to fight all these long runs and all this long stuff with guys like Kai and the new Kenyan guy, Klecker. It's not an easy group to stay in with.
That's what Kai is in between those groups.
No, Kai is better. Kai is a beast.
Yeah, but Morgan and Kai are trying to go for the same spots on the same teams.
I think Morgan is different level. I mean, the top of the top, Morgan, of course.
Morgan's
But
run 13 flat.
yeah, but Morgan beat Fisher, but it's 5 years ago.
No, Morgan ran 13 flat off barely any training, I reckon. I reckon you're undercutting him, Chris A.
Okay, we have him.
Kai's had a really good year.
Yeah,
Yes,
Kai is unreal.
He's gone to another level, yeah. I agree.
He ran 7:30 in Milrose, and that's not Boston, so even in February.
This Lucas Stitt, that is it Lucas Stitt? Sorry, I'll just
Alexander.
Lucas Chiss. Alexander or Lucas Kiss, but Alexander Stitt, he is impressive. So I had him winning this purely from his positioning and how comfortable he looked at Zatopek coming down in the 3K. He's professional. This guy's come out of college with a history or a apprenticeship of track racing and championship style racing.
Is Benny Saint coaching these people?
I think he's Mottram.
I'm not sure if he's Mottram or not.
Well, he's got the OAC stuff. Isn't that a part of the? If you're OAC, don't you have to be Mottram?
Well, I haven't seen any announcement around that.
But is Mottram able to sign people and they stay in Australia instead of going to US?
Yeah, he's got his Melbourne set up. Claudia Hollingsworth, Peyton Craig. Is Peyton still got his old?
Yeah, but young people, they don't go to US for the school system now. They just go to Mottram directly.
Well, Claudia did.
Stitt has been in college.
Yeah, most of them come out of college though, don't they? Like Zach Faccioni.
Jesse Hunt has come out of college.
Man, Morty Sky.
Ed Tripper's out of college.
Ed Tripper's, yeah. Most of them do their 4 years there and then come. It's just another option for them to be a professional athlete, but in Australia.
Yeah,
and that's what I think we're seeing with Alexander Stitt. Like he's. I don't know how much we spoke
Mottram
about
have any people that are running on the roads, or is this just young people and all on the track?
All track.
There's still not that marathoner there, like the marathoning group. That would be a great one to set up. Whether Mottram's the right coach for it or not.
Wasn't it for like 2000 Brisbane? Or not? What year's Brisbane? 2032 Brisbane Olympics. Wasn't it pretty much like put a squad together to peak then?
I don't know.
I think so. Boys, some more news. There was a 5K over in New Zealand. Croaks will hate that we're talking about this. He didn't put this in here, but Samuel Tanner got the win there, 13:36. And Sam Ruthe, the 16-year-old, 13:40.4. He's talented, this boy. Rolling the Nike kit. Toby Golter was 30. Had a pretty good run at Zatopek, New Zealander, 13:41. Scarlett Robb was also over there. She was the lady who won the 3K at Zatopek Moose. Signed with Nike. She announced that over the last 24 hours, 16:25. Beth Garland was second, 16:28. And Erin Westclate was third in 16:33. So a bit of love for our friends over there in New Zealand.
Yeah, they're strong. Hayden, fifth place, Hayden Wild.
Yeah. Is that almost slow for him, 14:02?
Yeah. I reckon he just did that. We did that like T100 World Championships or finale or whatever.
It's a nice top 5, isn't it, for New Zealand? Like William Little, I don't know if him better 13:49 as well.
Yeah.
What did Hayden run this summer? Like 13:10 or something?
Hayden Wild.
He ran that 28 something in Japan.
27:39 in Japan.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27:39.
It was really
Yeah,
close
yeah,
to
yeah.
Sam Clifford.
Man, that was a short course. It has to be a short course over there.
People that ran race there, they will probably never race a course like that again. It was a road race with wave lights.
I ran on a part of the course when I was there. It's nothing special about that course, boys.
He's ran 13:23 for 5K.
Yeah, okay. 27:39.
Don't disrespect triathletes, Moose.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's like how many current Aussies we got running that fast?
Now, well, Seth ran 20 seconds slower than that at Zatopek for a PB.
Yeah, but this was a different race.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
know, yeah.
huge pack, wave lights, dead even splits. Yeah.
A little bit short, maybe.
Well, I
You
can't
don't
imagine the
you don't
Japanese
think Japanese people are
doing it
not
short.
making
Oh,
short
you know it
courses?
is though. We've
Oh,
been talking about it a while. Croaks is adamant that
Yeah,
it is.
he'll be yelling into his headphones as he's listening to this.
Croaks has convinced me. Actually, he went on a campaign on this, and he has
yeah.
convinced me.
You know, you work with ASICs a lot of the time. They're dot the I's, cross the T's kind of operators. It was their race.
Yeah.
You know, the Japanese aren't ASICs, didn't they take you to Japan?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with this. I mean, how good did it look when everyone broke national records and ran out their ass? Good for the brand, right?
Izzy and Leanne didn't run silly fast there, did they?
Yes, they did. Izzy ran real fast. Leanne, I don't think was that fit at that point.
I don't know if did Izzy run an Australian record. I'm trying to think.
She ran fast.
Yeah.
That same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not a bad setup by a brand. Just put on a race, make it 100 meters short, dish out national records. Everyone buys your shoes. I love that.
Yeah, she ran 30:44 national record.
She was third in the race, is it?
Was it Leanne that didn't go that fast?
Nah, Leanne didn't go that good.
Maybe she wasn't fit.
What next?
That's another thing we're going to have to put in that voting for, Moose. National record from Izzy, 10K as well as half marathon.
You butchered that. You can't leave it to the last hour before the show comes on, mate.
They went to Patreon today. There's already people voting. I'll get to some of the early results. But anyway, you tell me about Vic Milers Club, your favourite.
Well, I did watch this, actually. I tuned in about the F grade and then just watched through. I like it how they put the A races on early just to sort of keep it a bit interesting. So in the women's 800, Abbey Caldwell, pretty dominant, 2:08. Second was Victoria Cholsh, 2:09, and Elly Flemming was also 2:09 for third. In the men's, Will Katic ran 150. Thomas Kemp 150.03. Thomas Kemp 157, and Riley Bryce 158, 150.8. 1500. Abbey Caldwell again come back, won this one too. She ran 4:14.2. So this was 10 minutes after that 800. So a bit of training for Abbey. Madison King was second in 4:22, and Ali Brooks 4:24. And in the men's, the winner of the De Castella 3K, Alexander Cameron Smith, he was sensational again. He ran 3:41 to beat Luke Shaw 3:42. And Geelong fella, Evander Scott, ran 3:43. So that's a huge run from Evander. But yeah, I think we've got to start with this Cameron Smith. Guy knows how to finish a race and sniff a win.
Yeah, big kick finish again, was it?
Yeah, like he probably won the race with 80 to go, I reckon.
Good. Want to make a mile announcements, Chris? So tell us about some big names signed up for that one.
You think that's the indoor race in the world with the most money and being most competitive? I mean, every year you look this race is stacked. Back in the days, was that the race Jumif Kielka broke the world record when he went with Alberto Salazar the first year? Was that? I don't think it was Boston. When was it? Like 2019, when he broke the world record for the mile. No, it was Boston. Yeah, it was not. These races are phenomenal. It seems like every year they bring out the best of the best. So, yeah, Jared, Nagus, Hobbs Kessler, and even Cam Myers here. And for the women's race, Jess Hull, Nikki Hills, Sinclair Johnson. Yeah, Turkus Evoy, and also Elly St. Pierre. I think she is coming back also from having a kid. The second kid for Elly St. Pierre. So yeah, amazing race. Have you been in there, Julian, when you were in US watching anytime?
Just let me get to that. Nah, never got there. Never watched any indoor racing, actually.
Huh.
Never been to one indoor race. Haven't even seen what it looks like in real life.
Wondering when World Athletics is going to cut these times in the Boston Indoor. I mean, it seems like it's the
They're not
biggest
going to
cheat
cut
code.
them.
No, but you can do something. You can say that Boston is not allowed to take World Championship qualifiers or so. I mean, it's obviously that the course in there is faster than everything else.
Yeah. Nice little cheat code. Good way to hit a qualifier too, early in
Yeah,
the season.
you go there early, like Jack Rayner did last year.
Yeah, Jude Thomas had a really good run there as well.
Yeah.
That's the news. Thanks to Axel Coffee for this week's running news. Check them out, axelcoffee.com.au. Couple of whispers here, boys. Did you see the Grand Slam track financials that were revealed with the bankruptcy case? See the list of people that owe money to?
No.
Imagine, Julian, if the athletes have to pay back the.
No, they're not. It wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
you
way they
know,
would.
this has nothing to do with athletics anymore. This is American bankruptcy policy, and if you are not on top of the list, you need to pay back. This can be a really, really crazy. I mean, Michael Johnson, he can lose his name as this track star for the rest of his life.
I think he's gone. He's done. There's no coming back from this.
Imagine all these athletes paying back, and then Citrus Mag is having the money.
Well, that's what so they were on the list. So like there were some athletes, Sydney McLaughlin, she was owed $356,000 US, Gabby Thomas, $249,000. Who else will the listeners know? Josh Kerr, $218,000. And then they've got like the broadcast production company, Momentum CHP. They're owed $3.35 million. So this like tells me about some of the costs involved to do like production. PYM Group Technology for the Alive Event Service, that was another $1.26 million. Giraffic, that was for broadcast graphics. So you remember watching it, and they'd have little like graphics going over, like showing you like who's in the pack. That cost $690,000. And then Sidious Mag, which I was a bit blown away with, for promotion. So this is not broadcasting. I think they were doing some like, social media stuff, maybe like a pre-race kind of show. This didn't include that Chris Chavez's like commentary fee. This was separate to that, $272,000. This is all USD, which they've come under fire, especially for the Let's Run boys. There's a little beef starting up. So pick your fighter here, boys. Are you going Sidious Mag or Let's Run? Because Let's Run are kind of the boys there, the brothers, they're kind of saying, well, this isn't journalism to get paid and then not declare and be like really aligned to a race and just doing all these kind of puff pieces and stuff. Like you got to be able to say, critical things, kind of things. Whereas Sidious are going, no, we're not journalists, even though Chris Chavez is a journalist. They're saying we're a media company and we take payments from whoever to do promotion of events.
And I'm with them. I see no issue with that. Those guys put out they went to the World Champs, right? I think they were there like guests of
ASICS. I think ASICS sponsored all their shows. Yeah.
Yep, and that was the best content that you could get in track and field. And yes, they're there promoting this. They're promoting the sport as well as anybody. I saw the production that goes into that because they were sitting in front of us at the ASICS area. Amazing what was going on, how quickly they were putting it out. They were basically the news for the event.
There'd be a lot of people on that team as well. So when you see this cost of $272,000, that's probably like a team of, I don't know, they might have had 20 people working Grand Slam.
Yeah.
But yeah, some nice money.
Yeah, it's not nice like Sidious is like the BBC.
Yeah. There is something about like, I think they copped a bit of heat because they didn't publicly say that they were like a line to them. So
But
people
all
thought
people understood
people
that
thought they were
quite
getting a
early.
news outlet, but you're really just getting a PR firm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just don't think it's a big deal.
Nah, I agree with you.
Like I think every event has that. Like every main event has media partners.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you'd see it in heaps of different sports as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was good to see a bit of back and forth. Good to see some financials released. My other bit of news was from the Guangzhou Marathon over in China. The King Boys, Kenenisa Bikili, he was there. Real late announcement. Is it Anta, his shoe sponsor? They're the sponsor of the race. They announced that They announced that Bikili was going to race DNF again, though, boys. Race was won in 2:12:23. But
that bloke's had a worse 5 years than Chriso.
At least Chriso makes it to the finish line most of the time, Moose.
Yeah.
Is his legacy starting to get really affected here?
Again, I think it's gone.
It's gone. Him and Michael Johnson. See you later.
He's run one good marathon, maybe two, out of 15 that he's had a crack at.
He ran 2:04 in London, not last year, but the year before.
That's two.
His debut in Paris was pretty good. 2:05, I'm going to say, on the cobblestones.
2:05? Mate, there's bloody 300 people under 2:05.
Mate, pre-super shoes. There's enough okay ones sprinkled in there.
You're talking about Kenenisa Bikili. He doesn't run 2:05 and get happy about that.
Can't be good for the sponsors either. This is where you need to be pulling it out.
Yeah. A lot of people got close-ups from him, like on the bus back, catching the train back.
Oh, really?
No, there would be over the years, though.
Oh, yeah.
The Bikili back to the start line stories.
Yeah. Yeah. Moose on the loose, what do you got?
Oh, boys, this is a bad one. So we're out on the long run this week. You saw it. Pretty tight-knit pack, right? That photo. Decent pack, a lot of good banter. I told a lot of funny jokes, like a heap of funny jokes. Everyone was laughing. Someone said I was like probably the funniest person that they'd ever like listened to before. And I was like, I said, yeah, probably. I don't know everyone you've met, but that's probably true. But then we get back to the car, right? And this bloke on the run, he's wearing these Oakleys, and then he presses some button on his sunglass, and someone goes, "Oh, what's that?" He goes, "Oh,
no,
that's a camera with a microphone. That's a recording. I was recording when I was out there." Everyone looks around and been like, "Hold on a second. You were recording the long run banter, and this is sacred stuff that gets talked about on the long run. Like this stuff doesn't go outside that group. That doesn't get back to the family. That doesn't get back to anyone else in the training group. Like the Sunday long run stuff stays with the Sunday long run. And it's a place where some of the best, nicest people in the world with really responsible, important jobs can unleash and be as politically incorrect as they want to be. There's no leash out there. There's no filters. And so there was a fair bit of shock when someone said, "So you recorded the conversations we're having?" And you can see a few blokes' minds ticking over going,
"Geez, school teachers.
I have to destroy these sunglasses as quick as possible. Like, I'm going to rip them off this bloke's head and crush them with my foot."
Yeah, they're like Meta, aren't they? Ray-Bans?
Nah, they're Oakleys.
Oakley, yeah.
What do you think about that? How do you think that'd go down on your long run?
You got to ask for permission before you start recording.
Chriso, you probably do that, do you?
Never used a camera, never used a GoPro, and if somebody was recording on a group long run, I will be in trouble as well. You don't need this whisper on the week. You have whisper for 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, my businesses would be ended.
Your relationship, your kids, everything will be gone.
I would be in jail.
So could they hit delete? Is it that hard?
Yeah. Of course you can delete.
Well, I wasn't even the angriest one there. I was probably the third angriest one. because there were other people with important jobs
You
who
have
were like,
in US you have these Epstein files, and in Australia you have the Julian long run.
yeah, yeah. There's probably some worse stuff on the long run than the
Good one. Bring us home here. The listener question. This is sponsored by Precision Fuel and Hydration. I've changed it, boys, because we need a quicker question than Croaks had planned here. Your favourite 5K, 10K shoe. This comes from Draco Malfoy 91. If you got to race a 10K in a few weeks, Chriso, you're really fit, and a 5K 3 weeks after that, what shoe are you going for?
And of course, we are talking about road races, not track.
Yeah, it can be track, but you don't have to wear spikes. How's that sound?
Oof. This was not easy. I ran my road PB in Alpha 1, so maybe it says a lot about this stack height. I mean, this Mizuno shoe is crazy light, but I don't know if it gives enough back when you are tired. The last 3-4 laps there, maybe you need more. I think I go with the Puma Fast R3 or the new Puma, the Fast R4. This is the closest I have been to the Alpha 1 feeling. So I think I go for that shoe for both of the races.
Fast R4 or Deviate Elite 4?
No, Fast R4, the new one.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I got one pair before I went up here.
You got it with you?
No. It was not for me. It was for Sondre. But everything for him is sending to me. But that is even better than the 3. You know, a lot of people where it was a little bit unstable. The 3, the 4 now is more stable. A little bit better, I think.
Okay. No, that's good to know because that's.
But you have seen the Deviate 4.
Yeah, it's good. Very good.
I have not seen that one.
I'm excited by that one.
I would go, Chriso. My shoe that I've set both my PBs in for 5K, 10K, I'd get some of the old. I'd get on StockX, try find a pair on eBay. Vaporfly 1. Give me a slime green pair, maybe the hot pink pair.
Now you are talking about not Vapor 1, but the next one.
Vaporfly Next Percent.
Yeah. The 2019 shoe.
The pink one. Shoe. Yeah. Give me one of those. I'll take that for 5K, 10K
What do you
race.
think, Julian, if we had that shoe these days? Is the foam and the plate, everything, this will be a good shoe today or was a good shoe back then and a normal shoe now?
Normal shoe to a lesser quality shoe right now.
Really?
Yeah. Oof. I've got one in the cupboard. I got one in the cupboard and I pulled it out the other day and I put it on and I was like, oh, what were we thinking?
Okay, maybe not
like, then. The foams these days, like that was just sort of like early stage PEBA. Now with these TPEEs and these nitrogen infused TPUs, all this stuff now, it's like it's better, it's bouncier, it's lighter.
Have to be Meta Speed Edge then.
And you have the same feeling with Alpha 1 also? If you had a new Alpha 1 now, would just be a normal shoe?
Yeah. I think so. I've got a couple of brand new pairs of those and I put them on too. And I don't feel that different from the 3. Like I feel bounce in the 3 like I do the 1.
But you see Nike is using this AirPod system in the future to create something that we haven't seen before, or you think the shoes will be more or less the same from now on?
From what I've seen, it's weight is a big thing. So we're going lighter. Everyone wants to be lighter, and we can get that with these new foams. But there's a point where light becomes unusable.
Yeah.
Like the shoes get too soft and they get too unstable. And instead of sort of providing like this bounce back, you've got too much emptiness under the foot. So like I don't feel like the Zoom bags provide something that foam doesn't. And I think they're going to continue using that. Like they've gone down that path. Kind of like On have gone down the path with the light spray, with the uppers. Like it's such a massive commitment to them. Like that's the direction they're going, and they've made a big strategy change to be like, this is the future of our performance product. Nike have found that with the airbags, and I think there's something to it. Like I think there's something in the airbags that the foams can't give. I think it works better for heavier people. The airbags, like the Alpha One, like there's something. The amount of weight going into that bag versus the same amount of weight going into a soft foam. Like I just think it's a little bit more user friendly, resilient, more consistent almost across a run. Like at the end of a marathon, you've got consistency in that pod, whereas foam you lose consistency with the compression and like it can bottom out, it can start to trough, you can become unstable due to softness. So yeah, I think there is something in the pods for longer races.
If you use that Mizuno shoe a couple of weeks ago for a 5K, would you use it again if you had a 5K this week? And then what are you going to wear for your 10K in a few weeks?
Yeah, I would actually. I would. I was thinking I might wear it for Roo Run on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
It's got good outer sole. It's stable, like it's secure around the foot, which is good for being hilly. The only question is the fit too snug for downhills? Like, is it too aggressive of a fit when the foot slides forward a little bit? But then in the 10K, I haven't decided. I'm thinking either the Mizuno or the Metaspeed Edge. The Fastar is an option.
You think
too.
Edge is better than Sky as well?
Oh, well, for me, I love the Edge. The Edge is one of the most dialed in feels to my gait. Like it disappears on my foot. Like I'm running in the Edge, and it's as if I don't have a shoe on. Like, and it helps me with cadence. Yeah, I love it.
For me, it's the opposite. I feel way better in the Sky.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's so different.
I feel
Everyone's
exactly
so
the same in both of them. I can still not tell the difference.
Well, I hate the Sky. Like
Yeah.
I can't. I despise it. It's so, for me, it's so unstable through the back and at the front. It just it's bad shoe for me.
It's the position of the plate you think is the main difference.
Yeah. Yes, exactly that. Yeah.
I might wear that Say Sky Puma one tomorrow. Actually, I've been wanting to test that out. I've got another workout.
Yeah, that'd be a good shout.
Good test out there.
Yeah.
That was the listener question brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. Visit precisionhydration.com and use the code, all capitals, IR-Spring 2025 for 15% off your first order. What's coming up, boys? We're wrapping up this year. We've got our award show next week. It's going to be the last show of the year. Surveys going out to Patreon supporters. They get first crack at this because you want to see the stats with the Patreon supporters first before you open up to the general public, Moose. Just in case you can spot any trends. And
I filled out mine this morning.
You filled yours out?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few people got on pretty early. Patreon supporters, you got a few extra days to go at it before we go public. But I can tell you now, the 2025 Australian Performance of the Year is separated 34.2% for the winner, 31.6% for second.
You're not going to tell us?
It is tight. No, because I want people to vote without knowing who the two people are they're voting for. And third's 21.9%. So it's tight up there. Even tighter when we get down to, I've put a new question in this year, People's Choice, most popular runner. You can choose one Australian athlete to have a poster on your wall. Who do you choose? You can vote once only.
Easy.
22 point. Did you say Izzy or easy?
No, easy.
Did you say Izzy, Chriso?
He has Izzy on his wall.
Yeah.
No.
22.4% for the leader, 18.9 for second, 14.8 for third, 12.8 for fourth.
That's closer than I thought.
Then 10.2 for fifth.
Which one's Croaks?
Croaks is not in there.
Oh.
There is an option to add your own. I'll check if anyone has added Croaks.
Everyone's added Croaks.
Oh,
sure.
people, yeah. Someone has added Uncle Croaks in here. And Tom DeCano and Michael Roger. Those two were not entered originally, but there's a couple of different people there. Favourite inside running moment of the year, Chriso, your Canova song comes in here. You've got a lot of stuff in here. The better the shape, the sharper the mind. The creation of Uncle Croaks at the XC live stream. Road to Sydney Moose, Leanne training through influenza A for the Sydney, and then racking up a bigger week than Moose and Nick combined. There's a lot of funny stuff that comes into here as well. A lot of stuff, about you, Chris. A lot of stuff about Moose, a lot of stuff about Croaks. Another question in there, your favourite interview or guest host or call-in for 2025? Bit of Leanne, bit of Jimmy Whelan, bit of Jess Stenson popping up early there, a bit of Izzy. Someone said here, I love Izzy as a guest host as she throws some of her own shade and keeps receipts.
Yes, she's good.
That's
good
true
value.
as well. Izzy Bat Doyle, Seth O'Donnell, Andre Lagersh. That was fascinating interview. Jess Stenson or Jeff Risley. Moose's Doha re-release episode. I wasn't listening back then, but that's a great listen. So, it's always good to get this feedback. There's a question, Moose shoe of the year. I'll share with you that data. I'm going to say Asics maybe. Oh, Vomero is looking good too from Nike.
So on Christmas Eve, Tommy and Nita and I recording the end of the year awards for all the shoe categories. Okay. It's going to be good. We've got some good discussion going already.
Yeah, cool. What excites you about 2026? A lot of world cross country stuff, some Sydney Marathon stuff, some Commonwealth Games stuff, Cam Myers stuff, Leanne, can she break the Australian Marathon record? Have to. Gold Coast Marathon, yes. A good combination in here. And then an athlete to watch in 2026. Some stuff around Adam Goddard, Morgan McDonald, Lucas Kish, Pat Tiernan.
And my man Stitt.
No one has said Pat Tiernan so far, Chriso. But that's a bit of Holly Campbell, Tom DeCano. Yeah. There's also most improved athlete. A lot of Seth in this one, which is good. And a lot of Leanne. She's moved from an elite Australian road runner to arguably the best female marathon runner.
Leanne going to Boston?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know if you're allowed to say that yet.
Pretty sure.
You'll see that link. I'll put it in our show notes for the public.
Elly is going to Boston.
Who?
Elly?
You tell me. You're a manager.
Ellie's going to Ballarat. We've worked out it's a $20,000 day for her. Christian, it's 22nd of December. You've just given us 2 hours and 15 minutes. We thank you a lot for that. Moose was doing a feeding of one of the twins about 10 minutes ago. So we've survived this episode. And I hope the listeners enjoyed it.
I'm on the phone for this sports psychology now. Start at 12.
Yeah.
Good.
We got a bit deep there for a while.
It's not deep.
I was just saying.
It's not deep.
It was you're helping the Norwegian friend out.
Yeah, I mean, he could go and run 200k a week and get the same result, or he could speak to someone and he could be 4 minutes faster in 6 months.
Someone might fill this out about Chriso next year. Most improved for 2026. Well, this was 2025. Seth O'Donnell was still just a good cross-country runner this time last year. To think he'd run 29.59 leading the whole way at Zatopek is wild.
28.59.
27.
No, 27.59.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And beat Cam Myers and Kai Robinson at a 5K national champs. Can I just say that when people do athlete of the year, you got to think of their whole body of work. Think back to what don't just think of one performance. And I think people are doing that because at the moment it's tight.
But you can't think domestically, really. If you're talking about national award, athlete of the year, is a different world in the international scene.
It is. Yeah. Who do you think's winning so far? Athlete of the year. Athlete of the year is performance of the year is the close one. Athlete of the year.
Jess Hull's winning.
Yeah, Jess Hull's 53% up on athlete of the year.
It's hard to beat Jess.
Popularity who's the poster? Jess Hull.
Oh, you think that's winning?
Yeah.
I can tell you now that's not winning.
Seth O'Donnell's winning then.
I'm not going to tell you anymore. Well, here's another one for you. Seth O'Donnell is also not winning.
Oh, okay.
Camp.
Oof.
Cam.
Cam is currently winning, but it's tight.
Oh, who do you vote for, Kristian?
Camp.
The poster on the wall is Cam?
I think it's just...
It was Izzy. He picked Izzy.
No,
I know.
no.
He loves Izzy.
There's been
I
some
love Izzy.
huge drop-offs of like, you look, I think Andy nearly won this last year. He's sitting at like 2.6%. Ali's fallen off a cliff here, Moose. Don't tell her that. She's still doubling Andy. She's nearly on 5% of the vote.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you picking her for?
Morgan McDonald's sniffing around. Jess Stenson's got a healthy bit of this pie graph. But the votes will change. This is only open to a very small amount of Patreon supporters. When the masses hit this, it's going to change these numbers. But we've got an early indicator. Get your votes in. We'll go through it all next week. Merry Christmas, boys. See you later.
Yeah.
The Open Run Pro 2 from Shocks is here, featuring a stable, comfortable, open-ear design made for running. The Shocks Christmas sale is live now. Check it out via the link in our show notes and use the code IRP15 for your discount.
I was told as a young man, doesn't matter if you're white or black, just show love to everyone you meet, doesn't matter.